Let's see, there we go. Make sure everything's fine. Yes, you can see my beautiful pointy head. There's the fuzz. Fez for fuzz. Ah, they're loaded! Ah! Alright. Strange magic? What a contradiction! I mean, isn't magic already strange? It's like trying to bite into a peanut butter jelly sandwich with rusted nails in it. That's not good. But the weird thing about this movie is that it was made by George Lucas, who wanted to do it for like decades ago in like a land far, far away. Probably Scottsdale, I don't know. But the weirder thing is that it was sort of based on the idea of taking Beatles music and making a movie out of it. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Lucas, but we already have it, and it's called Yellow Submarine. We don't need another acid trip, thank you very much. Those blue meanies, I tell you, they ain't bluish at all. Whew. So like I said, what they did was they just went through like his random playlist and said, there, that should be a movie right there. Because this whole playlist centers around one long narrative. Because it's all about love and how it sucks. So like there's this other fairy who's like all emo and stuff, and she's like, I'm gonna, get rid of love and all that just because of the sake of my heart being broken by this Gaston kind of like fairy, who really looks like that man from UNCUT. I think his name is Yuki, but I'm not too sure. And then the Gaston fairy is all like, I have no idea what motivation I have in this movie. I want an army, but I need to marry this princess in order to get an army. Then again, in the first place, I should just go back to my kingdom and get an army. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't he have an army back in his kingdom? Maybe you should have tried out for Lee R. Amy. R. Lee Ermy. Maybe you should have asked that Full Metal Jacket guy. He really knows some good maggots around the bend. So then there's this Goblin King. I mean, there's this... So then there's this Goblin King. I mean, then this Great Gazoo. Yeah, it's some dude played by Alan Cumming. And he's like the only good son of the movie because, you know why? He is Scottish. Scottish people give 110% when they're doing their filmed works. And also the Bog King... And also the Great Gazoo Bog King has a Jewish mother. Who's like... kind of like if you took that girl from Glee and squashed her with an elephant. I was a Jewish mother once! After mixing up the moil with some butter, I could not be let back in the synagogue for 7 weeks. That bad. This movie scares me so much, all because it has a troll that looks like that Hewy guy from Florida. The last thing you need to do is be reminded of someone who looks like someone I've seen on the internet and his face is plastered too much anywhere. It's bad enough you see him at the movies. You don't want to see him in a movie where they have a bad playlist. And not to mention, a very bad singer. Please, no more! No more! Have some of my sandwich. Hey! There's magnesium in this! Wait, try it again. Maybe some of my sandwich will calm it down. Hey! There's magnesium in this! Moon down. Moon down. Moon down. Moon down. Is that like the same thing as one of those things on Whose Lines Anyway? You know, where they try to make up a rhyme or something? The solar system is strange, it really was a train. Nope, won't work. I went to the circus to see a delightful hobo. He had his face all painted and his name was Bozo. He was a bummer, they shot him right down, but I... Ooh, a dime. I shall name him Philip, and I shall love him very, very much, because the potion told me to do so. I went to the circus to see a man named Bozo. He was a spiffed up, cruising suit tux hobo. Unfortunately, they had to shoot the clown, but I guess that's what happens when you got a moon down. That's what you got a moon down. Take two. I went to the circus to see a man named Bozo. His face was all cleared up. I went to the circus to see a man named Bozo. He was a funny little crude hobo. Unfortunately, an elephant's on that clown, but I guess that's what happens when you got a moon down. Got a moon down. I didn't think that was funny either. If you want my personal advice, I think fairies and bog froggy people don't mix. Oh, and there's these weirdo henchmen who apparently get their news from the mushrooms? Oh, and there's these weird henchmen who get their news from the mushrooms? I heard it on the shroom van. It didn't make much sense, but there's something coming that well. I knew it had to be Try again. Oh, and apparently these henchmen who get their news from these tiny shroom-like people? I heard it on the shroom van. The news was about as accurate as Fox News on ABC. I heard it from the shroom van. It wasn't that good of a joke. So like the little Stitch-like demon starts passing the potion around and starts affecting all the animals in the forest, and one of them is a giant Kahila lizard, and he starts falling in love with a little Hewy-like elf. Never has there been a much more uncomfortable love relationship than that of Matthew Broderick and his Godzilla. Seriously, have you seen that remake? That first scene where Godzilla pops out of the sewer and looks at Matthew Broderick square in the eye? You can clearly tell they have a thing because Godzilla does not squish him at all. Even in the ending, we look at each other eye to eye as the Godzilla is dying, and the Godzilla is all like, we could have had something. We could have had fish, eggs, and a whole new sitcom called Mondo Lizard and One Man. Trust the French guy. Because French people are funny as hell. Bitch, quit singing about that stupid song of sugar pie honeys or whatever. Make me a sandwich. I don't like cherry, anyway. What else to talk about? Join me, emo fairy princess, and together we will destroy Valentine's Day, where we have one thing in common, and we hate love. Alright, so let me get this straight. They don't like love, but yet they love each other because they hate love. Wouldn't that technically make them antichrists? Try again. Join me, fairy princess, and together we will destroy Valentine's Day. Because we love each other because we hate love. Wait a minute, how does that exactly make sense? They love each other because they don't like love. That can only mean one thing. They are lobbyists. Democratic or Republican? Yeah, take a pick. I have the scene where the kingdom's crumbling apart and the little Jewish mothers are like, oh, I look oh, my life is fresh from my eyes. I look gorgeous. I come back. Trust me, I've seen what she looks like. Marilyn Tyler Monroe has never looked so good. No, that's a little too mean. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do the Marilyn Tyler Moore joke. That's a little too harsh. Marilyn Tyler Moore. Oop! Let me replace it with a funnier one. Trust me, I've seen it before. She was originally Molly Ringwald. And then her career turned into what she is today. So sad. So then the castle starts falling apart, and all the Skeksis are running around going, save us, save us, save us. Wait a minute, wrong movie. Okay, so the castle's like falling apart, and all the creatures and everything are running around going, save us, save us, save us. And then like the Bog King, whatever, has like save everybody, and he's like holding up that giant drawbridge jaw thingamabob. Yeah, who in their right mind would have a giant skull for a bridge? That doesn't really make much sense, does it? Well, then again, you're just this inch high, the same size of a golf ball, so it would make kind of sense, but... Seriously, who the hell designed that place? H.R. Giga? Skip to the end. And I claim this line, no one else does. And then the Gaston Prince gets affected by the potion, falls in love with a supermother bug, get married, and they both give birth to Zoidberg. Mwah! The end! So yeah, Strange Magic was a pretty disappointing movie for something that looked so beautifully animated and had these, like, great potential of being a jukebox musical, you know, kind of like American Graffiti or Grease. But even more disappointing of all, and I do dare say most disappointing of all, the biggest thing of all, is that it doesn't have this song. For if it was truly about love, they ought to have been smart enough to include this one! little peanut butter and jelly and rusted nail sandwich. I love you because you don't like me, and because you don't like me, I love you because I don't like you either. Oh, I love that story. Mine! 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 I'm gonna eat this sandwich. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody! To the shot, I just want to explain, this is something I sort of came up with on the fly when I was getting things ready, considering how UNCUT is doing Digit. I thought it'd be perfect if you had the True McCoy make a small appearance near the end. And if you can, if you can't, that's fine. What I'd like you to do is near the end, if there's like a freeze moment or something, you know, pause on that moment, like, you know, maybe like an electric bit or something, and have like either a giant bomb land on him or a Monty Python foot. 1 second. Can I pause that for a second? Yeah, can't pause the dishwasher. You can have like ominous music or whatever. Well, I'll probably send it either way. So yeah, the idea I thought was, seeing there is no digit bit scripted, you know, digit versus digit, it would be funny to just have a surprise moment near the end for the real one to appear. So yeah, if you can, and if you can't, that's fine. Near the end, just have like, you know, a little extra bit with UNCUT doing his little whatever bit, and then have unexpectedly a giant bomb or a Monty Python foot come down, and then we cut to this. I'm going to make sure the audio's on. Gotta make sure my head isn't cut off. I'm a munchkin. And the moral of the story is, I'm a munchkin. It's true, they're just stilts. Alright, moving on. Okay, gotta make sure. The moral of the story is, there's only one digit in town. And you're looking at him. No, I don't want. I could do a take with Bender better, actually. Alright. Let me do 2 versions of that. You can choose which one's better. The moral of the story is, there's only one digit in town, and you're looking at him. Okay, try a different take of that. Maybe I should raise it up a little, just so you can see my head. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Alright. Try ending number 2. This is one that will probably be used anyway because it fits.
Lysol spray kills 99.9%
Lysol ad! Ah!
than just the pungent stink neutralizer.
I don't want the Lysol ad.
On the shower curtain for
No.
up to 7 days spray.
Okay,
Discover
4 seconds
more
remaining.
ways you can use Lysol to help keep your home healthier.
From my heart and from my hand, why don't people understand my intention?
Wait.
From my heart and from my hand, why don't people understand my intention?
Good. Alright. Now we can actually use this as like the tail end, I don't care. Here we go. The moral of the story is, there's only one digit in town, and you're looking at him. Get it? Because weird science is a contradiction too. Alright. Kind of the take, actually. Starting from a certain point. So, take 3. I actually think I might like this version better. And the moral of the story is, there's only one digit in town, and you're looking at him. Get it? Weird science. It's a contradiction too. Actually, let me try that again. Alright, try that again. And the moral of the story is, there's only one digit in town, and you're looking at him. Celebratory music, anyone? Get it? Weird science. It's a contradiction too. No. Alright, that's enough.